On this edition of the Marne Forward, we'll show you what some soldiers are doing to fight breast cancer, take you on a tour of the smallest post office you're likely to see, and then bring you a story on how some soldiers lay back and relax here in Iraq. All this and more coming up. Hello and welcome to this edition of the Marne Forward. I'm Specialist Rebecka Reyes reporting from Baghdad. Here's this week's Marne News Minute. A team of Iraqi policemen honed their skills and gained more in-depth training from a small group of 3rd Infantry Division soldiers April 23rd at Forward Operating Base Kalsu. Soldiers from the 3rd Battalion 7th Infantry Regiment 4th Brigade Combat Team paired up with the Tahrir Iraqi Police Station to reinforce basic police procedures, including vehicle and personnel searches. Coalition forces involved with the training say the Iraqi police were motivated and appreciated the tips they received to improve their performance. A late April tip led coalition forces to a weapons cache containing an anti-aircraft gun and 103 37mm rounds in the Al-Harar area of Jurfasukher, 40 kilometers south of Baghdad. Soldiers from the 2nd Platoon, Alpha Company, 3rd Battalion 7th Infantry Regiment, 4th Brigade Combat Team partnered with local Sons of Iraq to locate the cache. The cache was transported to Patrol Base Jurf for disposal. And that's your Marne News Minute. At Forward Operating Base Delta, there are 3 civil affairs teams supporting the 214th Fires Brigade, as well as the provincial reconstruction team. Their goal is to help enhance both by getting a broader picture of what's happening in Wasat Province and the needs of the population. Army Sergeant Marty Collins tagged along with these troops and files this report.
Back home in Connecticut, Captain Caroline Pogge is a healthcare provider. In Iraq, she's part of a civil affairs team. 3 or 4 times a week, she gets into a Humvee and travels outside the wire to villages and cities in Iraq's Wasat Province. After serving in Baghdad in 2003, she's facing a new challenge here.
It's a very different perspective to go from the urban environment to the very rural agricultural-based environment, which also has been a big eye-opener because there's not a farmer between us.
Being based at Bob Delta does have its advantages.
We do have the Lithuanians as our PSD when we roll. For the most part, we also roll with the USMPs as well as collaborative work with projects with the El Salvadorians and the Georgians, who as well have a CA and CIMIC team.
Working together with the coalition partners lets her team visit more places due to the large size of the province, and today it's the city of Jasan. It seems the only issue the farmers are facing here is water access.
There's a water canal system out near Dabuni, which is northwest of here, that they're trying to do some reconstruction on some water canal pumping stations, and those pumping stations have a direct impact on the Jasan farms because they're not getting the water because they're currently not in working order.
By talking with the farmers, she gets a better picture of what challenges they face and will report her findings to the provincial reconstruction team. Pogge says even though her troops do not have agricultural backgrounds, they bring many skills to the reconstruction effort. Reporting from Jasan, Iraq, I am Army Sergeant Marty Collins.
500 people gathered to open Jurfasukher Town Hall during a recent ribbon-cutting ceremony. In this story, I'll take you to Jurfasukher to hear what 3rd Infantry Division leaders are saying about the progress.
Before we got here, 6-8 months ago, this was a battleground for Al-Qaeda and Sunni extremists. The people were threatened, there was no security, and there was no shops or anything. It was just a war zone.
Today, the former battleground is a very different place, and the opening of the town hall is just another indicator of the progress that continues to occur in the area. The recently completed 4-room town hall will house the town's public works office. There, Iraqis will manage trash collection, sanitation, and water. Sheikh Sabah, the local leader, will maintain an office on the site. Task Force Marne Commander Major General Rick Lynch says that this is a sign we're moving closer to Iraqi self-reliance.
All the measurements of progress are here, and that happened in 14 months. And it happened because of detailed, dedicated, focused operations, both kinetic operations to rid this area of Al-Qaeda and non-lethal operations to do the appropriate building, to meet the needs of the people, to improve the service of the people, to get them to establish some kind of local government so they can focus on what this place needs. So it's great progress, and today marks that progress.
Soldiers from the 4th Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, are working to help keep some local Iraqis healthy with clean water and a little education. Army Private Zach Goodwin takes us to the Samara region for the story.
We're here today because we've heard people getting problems from drinking the water.
Recent visits to the Samara region indicated to coalition forces that many Iraqis in the area lack clean water. Soldiers from Charlie Company 703rd, 4th Brigade 3rd ID visited the region to provide locals with water purification systems and give instructions on how to purify the water they use from canals.
Well, our objectives were to teach the local nationals in that area how to purify their water, cleaning out bacteria and viruses, and at least making it potable for them to drink.
The soldiers hope to reduce illnesses in the area by teaching the Iraqis the benefits of using clean water. Soldiers also stressed the importance of good hygiene, such as brushing and flossing, to help deter sickness. Soldiers provided everyone with toothbrushes and dental floss, and also handed out toys and candy for the local school children.
There's another school that's in the area that we'll be going back out there and showing them the same things of cleaning and purifying the water. Before I left, I thought that was something for granted that you knew. And after I went and came back, and I was like, wow, they really did need this class, and it's a good idea to go back out and teach other families.
The locals now have some means to improve their lives and should have better living conditions going forward. Reporting for 4th BCT 3rd ID, I'm Army Private First Class Zach Goodwin.
After a break, we'll show you what some soldiers are doing to help fight breast cancer. Stay with us.